In the bustling city of Kaduna, Nigeria, a young man named Ibrahim worked tirelessly to build his life from scratch. He had grown up in a modest family, where his father was a cobbler, and his mother sold vegetables in the local market. From a young age, Ibrahim dreamed of creating a life of comfort and joy for himself and his future family. With unwavering determination, he ventured into various odd jobs to save up for his education, working as a bricklayer during the day and as a night security guard to pay for his business diploma. His journey was not easy. Ibrahim faced ridicule from peers who doubted his ability to succeed, but he remained steadfast. Over time, his hard work paid off when he started a small trading business, selling electronics in the bustling markets of Kaduna. Through his charm, diligence, and integrity, his business grew rapidly, earning him the respect and admiration of many in the community. One fateful day, while delivering goods to a corporate office, Ibrahim met Mariam, a vibrant and intelligent young woman who worked as a secretary at one of Kaduna's largest firms. Mariam was known for her warm personality and diligence, and Ibrahim was immediately drawn to her. After several months of courtship, filled with laughter, deep conversations, and shared dreams, they got married in a grand celebration attended by family, friends, and many who had witnessed Ibrahim's inspiring rise to success. Their union was a beautiful partnership. While Ibrahim managed his expanding business, Mariam supported him with her organizational skills and unwavering encouragement. She balanced her demanding job and her role as a loving wife with grace and strength. Their bond was built on mutual respect, trust, and a shared vision for the future. The couple was blessed with 3 children: John, their firstborn son, followed by Janet and Jennifer, their lively twin daughters. From an early age, the children were the pride and joy of the family. Ibrahim and Mariam worked tirelessly to provide their kids with everything they needed. Education was a top priority, and Ibrahim ensured they attended the best schools, sparing no expense. John, the eldest, was a lively and curious boy. He loved books and spent hours reading anything he could find. Janet, the middle child, was thoughtful and artistic. She had a knack for drawing and often created beautiful sketches of their family moments. Jennifer, the youngest, was full of energy and mischief. She had a way of making everyone laugh, even during tough times. As the children grew, Ibrahim and Mariam made sure to create a happy and stable home for them. Ibrahim, though busy with his business, always found time for his family. The family had a unique tradition that brought them even closer. Every Sunday afternoon, Ibrahim would take them to a beautiful garden in the city, where they would relax, play games, and share stories. These outings became a cherished routine, a symbol of their love and unity. Around the dinner table, laughter echoed through their home as they shared stories about their day, their dreams, and their hopes for the future. John, their eldest, was a bright and ambitious boy who aspired to become an engineer. He was deeply inspired by his father's resilience and often helped Ibrahim with minor tasks in the business. When John entered secondary school, Ibrahim and Mariam celebrated his milestone with pride. Ibrahim made sure he had everything he needed to succeed, from textbooks to gadgets for his science projects. 3 years later, Janet and Jennifer joined secondary school. While Janet was calm, thoughtful, and passionate about reading, Jennifer was adventurous and creative, with a love for art and drama. Though they were twins, their personalities couldn't have been more different, but their bond was unshakable. They often teamed up to playfully tease John, filling the house with constant laughter. As the years passed, the children excelled in their studies. They each gained admission to prestigious universities. John gained admission to Nasarawa University, where he pursued engineering. Janet was accepted into the University of Benin, Uniben, to study law, while Jennifer joined Jos University, focusing on fine arts. Though the family was now spread across different states, their love and connection remained strong. Back in Kaduna, Ibrahim's business continued to flourish, and he became a respected figure in the community. Mariam's dedication to her family and career made her a role model to many women in the area. Together, they embodied the essence of hard work, love, and perseverance. In the bustling city of Kaduna, Ibrahim and Mariam sat together in the brightly lit living room, admiring the pictures of their children's recent graduation ceremonies. The house, once filled with the chatter and energy of three young students, now echoed with quiet pride. John, their eldest, had graduated from Nasarawa University with a degree in engineering. Janet, their thoughtful daughter, had completed her law degree from the University of Benin, and Jennifer, the artistic soul, had emerged from the University of Jos with a degree in fine arts. Each of them had returned home with high hopes and dreams, ready to begin their National Youth Service Corps or NYSC journey. The house was abuzz with preparations as the children packed their bags for service in different states. John was posted to Abuja, Janet to Lagos, and Jennifer to Calabar. Ibrahim and Mariam showered them with advice, gifts, and prayers before they departed. Sundays became quieter in their home, but Ibrahim and Mariam found solace in knowing that their children were stepping into adulthood. 1 year later, and the children returned home after completing their NYSC. When they completed their National Youth Service Corps of NYSC, Ibrahim threw a grand celebration to mark their achievements. It was a proud moment for him, seeing the fruits of his labor and sacrifices. Life seemed perfect. John had secured an internship at a reputable engineering firm in Abuja, Janet was offered a junior associate position at a law firm in Lagos, and Jennifer was considering an offer to showcase her artwork at an international exhibition in Cape Town. Ibrahim and Mariam were overjoyed. Their sacrifices over the years had paid off, and they couldn't be prouder of their children. But amid the joy and pride, a dark shadow began to loom over the family. It started as whispers, faint rumors that Ibrahim overheard in the market and the mosque. People murmured that John, Janet, and Jennifer were not his biological children. At first, Ibrahim dismissed the gossip, brushing it off as the work of jealous individuals. He refused to let baseless accusations tarnish the happiness of his family. However, the rumors grew louder, and even Ibrahim's brother, Sonny, approached him one afternoon. Sonny was a blunt man who rarely minced his words. "Ibrahim, I've been hearing things," he said, sitting on the wooden bench outside Ibrahim's electronics shop. "I don't want to upset you, but look at John. Does he look like you? Does he even resemble anyone in our family?" Ibrahim frowned. "Sonny, what are you trying to say?" "All I'm saying is, be sure. Do a DNA test. It's better to know the truth than to live in doubt." Ibrahim dismissed Sonny's words with a wave of his hand, but the seed of doubt had been planted. That night, as he lay beside Mariam, his thoughts churned. He stared at the ceiling, replaying moments from the past, searching for any clue or sign that might support or refute the rumors. Mariam noticed his restlessness and asked, "What's troubling you, my love?" "Nothing," he replied, forcing a smile. But in truth, his heart was heavy. The following morning, unable to bear the weight of his suspicions, Ibrahim decided to confront Mariam. After breakfast, he called her to the sitting room. Mariam, sensing the seriousness in his tone, sat down nervously. Her heart raced as she tried to guess what he was about to say. "Mariam," Ibrahim began, his voice steady but firm. "I want to ask you a question. Please be sincere with me. Tell me the truth." Mariam's throat went dry. "Of course, Ibrahim. I promise to tell you the truth." "What is it?" Ibrahim took a deep breath. "Who is the father of our children? Are John, Janet, and Jennifer mine?" Mariam's eyes widened in shock. "What kind of question is that, Ibrahim? You are their father. Why would you even ask me such a thing?" "Because people are talking, Mariam. They are saying the children aren't mine. Even Sonny said John doesn't look like me." I need to know the truth. Mariam's voice trembled. Ibrahim, I swear to you, you are their father. I have never been unfaithful to you. Please don't let these rumors poison your mind. But Ibrahim wasn't satisfied. Over the next week, he observed Mariam closely, watching for any sign of deceit. Her reassurances seemed genuine, but the doubt gnawed at him. Finally, he made a decision. He would get a DNA test to put the matter to rest once and for all. Mariam sat in her room, trembling with fear and regret. She had been praying day and night, asking for a miracle to keep her family intact. Deep down, she knew the secret she had been hiding for years could destroy everything she and Ibrahim had built. But she also knew that once the DNA test results came out, there would be no place to hide. Meanwhile, despite Mariam's reassurances, Ibrahim's doubts didn't fade. A week later, he decided to take matters into his own hands. Without informing Mariam, he arranged for a DNA test for all 3 children. The waiting period was agonizing, and Mariam spent those days consumed by fear and guilt, praying desperately for a miracle. Finally, the results arrived. The day Ibrahim received the call from Dr. Williams, he could feel his heart pounding in his chest. As he held the phone to his ear, time seemed to freeze. Then, the doctor's voice delivered the devastating truth. The 3 children you brought in for testing are not your biological children, Mr. Ibrahim. The words hit him like a thunderclap. His hands trembled as the phone slipped from his grip. Ibrahim was 65 years old. Where could he possibly start his life all over again? He had poured his soul, his sweat, and his money into raising these children he thought were his own. He had worked long hours, sacrificed his dreams, and lived solely for their success. And now, he was told they weren't his. He drove home in silence, his heart burning with pain and anger. When he stepped into the house, his expression was enough to make Mariam drop to her knees. She knew the truth was out. Ibrahim, she cried, her hands clasped together, please, let me explain. There's nothing to explain, Mariam. Ibrahim's voice roared like thunder. How could you? I trusted you. I loved you. And you've been lying to me all these years. Tears streamed down Mariam's face as she begged. Ibrahim, I made a mistake. I'm so sorry. It was my boss. It happened years ago. He's the father of the children. Her words were like knives piercing Ibrahim's heart. He staggered back, overwhelmed by a mix of betrayal, anger, and despair. So, all these years, I've been raising another man's children. I spent everything I had on them, and they're not mine. Mariam reached for him, but he stepped back. Please, Ibrahim, I love you. You're the only father they've ever known. Don't let this ruin us. But Ibrahim's mind was made up. The betrayal was too deep. Pack your things, Mariam. Get out of my house. I don't want to see you again. Mariam wept bitterly, but she had no choice. She packed her belongings and left, leaving behind a broken home. When John, Janet, and Jennifer heard what had happened, they were devastated. The man they had called Dad their entire lives was not their biological father. They tried to talk to Ibrahim, to beg for forgiveness on their mother's behalf, but he was too hurt to listen. You're not my children, Ibrahim said bitterly. I have no children. The siblings were torn. Should they continue to see Ibrahim as their father, the man who had sacrificed everything for them? Or should they try to find their biological father, their mother's former boss? John, as the eldest, struggled the most. He felt a deep sense of gratitude and loyalty toward Ibrahim, but the revelation of his true parentage left him confused and angry. How could Mom do this to us? He asked his sisters. Janet, the peacemaker, tried to hold the family together. We owe everything to Dad, to Ibrahim. He's the one who raised us. We can't abandon him now. Jennifer, the youngest, was more forgiving of their mother. Mom made a mistake, but she's still our mom. We can't just hate her forever. The siblings decided to have a family meeting. They wanted to confront their mother and hear her side of the story. When they met with Mariam, she broke down in tears. I was young and foolish, she admitted. I made a mistake, but I've spent my entire life trying to make up for it. I love you all more than anything, and I never wanted this secret to come out. Please, forgive me. The question of forgiveness weighed heavily on the siblings' hearts. Could they forgive their mother for the betrayal? And what about Ibrahim? Could they convince him to see them as his children, despite the truth? John, the eldest, took it upon himself to keep the family together. Dad, he said one evening, I know you're hurt, and I understand why. But we are still your children. We love you, and we need you. Ibrahim looked at his son, his expression softening for a moment. You'll always be my children in my heart, but I can't pretend this doesn't change things. I need time to heal. The children respected his wishes and did their best to support him. Months passed, but the pain lingered. Ibrahim focused on his business, throwing himself into work to distract from his broken heart. The children, despite their father's coldness, continued to show him love and care, hoping to rebuild the bond they once shared. In the end, the family remained fractured. Ibrahim refused to forgive Mariam, and the children were left to navigate their complex emotions on their own. While they loved Ibrahim and considered him their true father, the knowledge of their biological origins weighed heavily on them. The story became a tragic reminder of how lies and betrayal can tear a family apart, leaving scars that may never fully heal. Dear my viewers, this is the end of Ibrahim's story. What would you have done if you were in Ibrahim's shoes? Would you forgive Mariam and accept the children as your own, or would the betrayal be too much to bear? If you were one of the children, what would you do? Would you consider Ibrahim, the man who sacrificed everything for you, as your father, or would you go and meet your biological father, your mother's boss? If you were John, how would you handle the situation? And if you were one of the children, would you forgive your mother for what she did? Let's discuss in the comment section. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, kindly subscribe to my channel for more interesting stories. Don't forget to like and share this video. Bye bye, and see you in my next video.